there's a way to make an entrance. My destiny. It was now a conspiracy of witches. Coming up on the greatest ever, the world's ultimate bombers, we'll get up close and personal with the latest high-tech Terminator and take a flight in a World War II classic. Also on our list, dive bombers, torpedo bombers and jet attack bombers. You'll even hear what it's like to drop the biggest bomb of them all. There was this huge, massive explosion. It turned the Pacific from night to day. Military expert and author Tom Clancy will tell it like it is. The old saying is that fighter pilots make movies and bomber pilots make history. We'll also meet the pilots and crew who've taken these planes to hell and back. The flak was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. The fact I'm here is just a luck of the draw. At that speed, that height, seeing everything rush by, that's what everyone enlists to do. The world's greatest bombers are fueled, loaded for bear, and coming right at you. We start with our number 10 bomber, ugly, obsolete, yet surprisingly effective, the British Royal Navy's Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber. The Swordfish is an anomaly. It had no right to fight in World War II at all, given its ancient appearance. Everything about it screams 1918, not 1939. It's not the prettiest aircraft, but it's surprisingly pleasant to fly. You can't help but admire it, because it was a hell of an airplane for its time, flying when it should have been retired. Admirals called it the Swordfish. The crews nicknamed it the String Bag, due to the maze of bracing wires holding its wings together. First flown in 1935, the Swordfish excelled at sinking enemy ships, dropping high-explosive torpedoes, and then dashing away. Manned by a pilot, observer and rear gunner, the Swordfish made history in 1940, striking the Italian fleet at Taranto under cover of darkness. That textbook example showcased what the Swordfish did best. Goggles on and helmet fastened, the greatest ever team took flight in a rare, airworthy Swordfish. "It's lovely to fly," says the pilot. Slow compared to its fighter counterparts and hauling a single torpedo, it cruised at a modest 225 km/h. But it was rock steady, perfect for torpedo attacks. Its slow speed and gentle handling also made it ideal for small escort carriers. With a 14-meter wingspan, it folded its wings after flight to save space. High-strength steel locking pins kept the wings secure in the air. Like all carrier-based aircraft, the Swordfish used a tailhook to catch arresting cables on the deck, stopping on a dime. Its finest moment was crippling the mighty German battleship Bismarck in 1941. Attacking at low speed actually saved them. German anti-aircraft fire aimed ahead, expecting faster targets, and missed the Swordfish. A lucky torpedo hit jammed Bismarck's rudder, allowing the Royal Navy to finish her off. By mid-war, however, the Swordfish was an easy target, too slow to escape enemy fighters. "You'd likely be shot down once you dropped your torpedo," says Clancy. "Speed is life, and it just didn't have any." Still, it took courage to fly it. Despite moments of glory, the Swordfish quickly became a flying relic. That's why it checks in at nose. 10 on our list of the greatest ever bombers. We've got 9 more awesome aircraft ahead, including the nuclear bomber that starred in the James Bond film Thunderball. At 9, a terrifying symbol of Nazi power, the bent-wing Ju-87 Stuka dive bomber. The Stuka epitomized ruthless Teutonic efficiency in delivering bombs and scaring the enemy senseless. Its unique shape, like an angry eagle diving down, paired with wailing sirens that spread panic. With a pilot and tail gunner, the Stuka pioneered precise dive bombing. When Germany's blitzkrieg rolled over Europe, the Stuka cleared the path, eliminating bridges, tanks and bunkers with pinpoint accuracy. "No other aircraft looked like it, thank goodness," quips one expert. Aerodynamically clumsy but effective, the Stuka dived at near vertical angles, slowed by dive brakes for bomb release. Its screaming siren unsettled troops below. An ingenious bomb cradle design flipped the bomb clear of the propeller. Yet the Stuka's success ended once the Luftwaffe lost air superiority. Slow and poorly defended, it fell easy prey to Allied fighters. Relegated to the Russian front, it became a tank buster. Despite its early victories, its vulnerability doomed it. The Ju-87 Stuka holds the number 9 slot. Number 8 brings us the remarkable Italian WWI heavy bomber, the Caproni Ca.36. It inaugurated strategic bombing. Large and ungainly, the Caproni successfully bombed Austrian targets by 1915, just 12 years after the Wright brothers' first flight. Crewed by 4 and with a wingspan of 23 meters, it carried 770 kilos of bombs over 640 kilometers. American pilots even joined the Italians, laying the foundation for U.S. strategic bombing doctrine. Open cockpits, freezing altitudes, and painfully slow speeds made missions tough. Yet it was effective and influential, serving until 1929. Caproni Ca.36 checks in at number 8. Number 7, a 1979 British-Italian-German co-production, the Panavia Tornado. Low-level, fast and lethal, the Tornado serves multiple roles: fighter, interceptor and bomber. Armed with twin engines, variable sweep wings and advanced avionics, it can skim treetops at night and strike deep inside enemy territory. A Gulf War veteran, the Tornado is agile but tries to do too much, never achieving perfection in any one role. It earns number 7. At number 6, the quintessentially British nuclear bomber and star of Thunderball, the Avro Vulcan. With a Delta wing and Rolls-Royce Olympus engines, the Vulcan soared at high altitudes to deliver nuclear bombs. Adapted to low-level strikes and even seeing conventional action in the Falklands, it impressed with its agility and style. But a shortage of ejection seats meant the rear crew faced grim odds. The Vulcan lands at number 6, halfway there. So far, we've met a remarkable torpedo bomber and a cutting-edge attack bomber, with more to come, including Bomber Command's WO2 favorite and more. At number 5, a giant of the Cold War, the Russian Tu-95 Bear. With counter-rotating turboprops and a 51-meter wingspan, the Bear ranged far and wide, a key Soviet threat to NATO navies. Incredibly noisy but fuel-efficient, it carried heavy payloads and standoff missiles, yet being trackable by submarine sensors due to its distinctive prop noise was embarrassing. The Bear stays at number 5. No, 4. The American stealth marvel, the B-52 Spirit. With radar-absorbing materials and a unique flying wing design, the B-52 sneaks in, drops precision bombs, and vanishes. Its billion-dollar price tag and short combat history keep it from the top, but it remains a formidable global strike weapon. The B-52 rests at number 4. In number 3, the Avro Lancaster.